Heavyweight boxing fans, what's the deal? All right, man. So, unfortunately, I was just on Eddie Hearn's Instagram about 3 minutes ago. And he just put up a post about 5 minutes ago um, that unfortunately Povetkin was good, James. Unfortunately, man, Povetkin has tested positive, so the fight is off. Tested positive for COVID-19. All right. Um, so they're saying that the target reschedule date is January 30th, and they're going to reschedule the fight. All right. So just wanted to give that quick up. I see you guys came in here really quick, man. So y'all hit that thumbs up on your way in here. And it's so crazy, man. It made me want to go live right away because I literally, and the fight's on in the background, I was literally just looking at Whyte Povetkin because I was going to go live today and talk about some of the things just go live and go back and forth with you guys and converse about, what can Dillian Whyte do to, win this fight. And I went to Instagram first to see if I could see some Dillian Whyte training footage, see what he's been doing over the last couple of weeks. Seen Eddie Hearn's post first that this fight is off and they're going to reschedule it for January 3rd. Well, that's the target date, but Alexander Povetkin has tested positive for COVID and he is in the hospital. And all this is according to Eddie Hearn's Instagram, literally less than 10 minutes ago. What's good, Black Reality? What's good, bro? K. Hogan. Yeah, K. Hogan, because I couldn't fit everything in the title, man. Because when you go live, at least when I go live on my phone, uh, there's only so many letters, characters you can get in the title. But once I get this up on Arc, I can go back and, make the title a little bit longer. But so with that said, though, y'all, with Povetkin, testing positive for COVID, I will say this, man, because I had Povetkin going into this fight in November, and I'll still probably be favoring him if the fight was in January. But what I will say is I think that this works out for Dillian Whyte. Now, I'm not sure what they're going to do. Um, Hearn came out and said he'll have other announcements about what's going to happen on the 21st. So I'm not sure if Dillian Whyte's just going to sit out and just wait until the rematch with Povetkin, or if he'll still go on the 21st and fight a late lunch meet or after the obscure journeyman. I'm not sure what he's going to do, or if he'll just sit out and wait until he fights Povetkin next year, first part of next year. I'm not sure. But one thing I will say is Povetkin is getting older. So he'll be a couple months older, right? So I think that will help Dillian Whyte. Now to give Dillian Whyte more time to train, more time to try to get his head movement together and just work on his defensive skills. Um, but I think this helps Dillian Whyte from a distance. It looked like it helps Dillian Whyte, man. Give him more time to train and work on things and try to sharpen things up. And Povetkin to be an older man. You know what I mean? And I guess we can look at will he be 100% when he does come back from this? You know what I'm saying? Trap House was good, man. I was listening to your video, Trap, this morning. Good to see you back. And I was out listening to your video, I went over to Instagram, and this when I seen the news with Eddie Hearn, man. See you all up in here. James was good. The Wonderful Life of Bob J says shaking my head. Dillian should just fought Ortiz. Sheldon Holmes, good morning, bro. Roy Tabori says convenient. Um, David Watson says, hey, Mr. Boxer, my first thought was for Pez, laugh aloud. Ancestral Rage was good. Stormy B, man, what's good, Stormy? Yeah, man, Dillian Whyte tested positive for COVID, man. So the fight right now, they're saying is off until January 30th. Yeah, I'm pissed off too, Black. I was really looking forward to this fight, man. Stormy says, good luck with Dillian working on skills. It ain't gonna help. Can't train chin. Yeah, I definitely agree with that, man. But you can at least train how to keep your head offline. You know what I mean? At least try to disguise the chin. You know what I mean? You probably can't work on the chin itself, but at least work on trying to get it off the line. Keep your gloves tucked. Just try to work on some of the basic fundamentals to cover that chin up, man. But Dillian White's the type of person that, you know, he brings it, and when you're a top person that brings it, you usually receive it as well. You know, he isn't a maestro on defense. We all know that, right? He's not Pernell Whitaker or anything, but try to keep, work on keeping his head offline. But every time I go to Dillian White, that's why I try to give him a few weeks in between. I go to his Instagram to see what type of new training footage he puts up. And when I look at his training, bro, it just looks like a whole bunch of just cross training type of stuff where he's doing, running drills and, squat drill, all that type of stuff. Good training to get your body in shape. But I really don't see a lot of boxing stuff besides him probably hitting the bag or something. And he's probably doing things in trainings because he doesn't post on Instagram what he's doing exactly. He could be doing other things, but when I see it, it's just so much of like just strength and conditioning. And it was so funny because he just got on. I seen his quotes about Wilder being a coward, saying that he don't think Wilder's going to fight again. Then I seen his quotes about Chisora needing better trainers, and he only has strength conditioning coaches. And it's funny because I look at Dillian White's training, I'm like, shit, bro, that's what I see from you is so much of strength and conditioning. You know what I mean? But I thought that was kind of funny that he came out and said that the other day. But Trap House Boxing says, give me a second here. Let me see. Oh yeah, George. See, definitely a lot of good fights. And to go back with what my man Trap House is asking, bro, you got Luis Ortiz. Just on one card coming up. You got Luis Ortiz fighting. Um, Michael Polite Coffey's fighting Joey Abel on that card. Frank Sanchez is on that card. Carlos Negron is on the card. That's four heavyweight fights. Uh, who else is fighting this weekend? Oh yeah, Trap. Felipe Herkovic is fighting this weekend, bro. And on that card, the matchroom card, you got Zhili Zhang is on there fighting, and then you have Herkovic is fighting Rydell Booker. You know what I mean? So if you're just a fan of the heavyweight division, even some of the under the radar type of fights, then it's gonna be a good weekend for you. You know what I'm saying? But one thing I will say though, we don't, as far as the big UK type of heavyweight or the interesting UK heavyweight fights. Yes, Povetkin and White is off the docket, but you still have that Joe Joyce and Daniel Dubois coming up at the end of the month. So looking forward to this fight, man. Just want to break this to you guys and give my initial thought about it. I think in the long run, this will help. If I had to pick who that will help, well, shit. Some of you may look at it like, well, shit, it's going to help Povetkin because he ain't going in there sick. But I think with him being an older fighter and with a few more months to go and prepare, I think this would help the younger fighter, man. But
And you don't know what kind of COVID's gonna, what the impact's gonna be on him. Like it could fuck up his lungs. He might
yeah,
not even recover.
yep. My wife just made a point. You don't know that, and that's what I said. You don't know the impact that COVID is going to have on Povetkin. We just, and I'm not trying to preach or get here and start this discussion about COVID, but some people just don't take it serious. Some people think it's all a hoax. It's fake news. It is what it is. And on the other hand, people are dying from this shit, man. So, but yeah, you don't know the effect it's going to have on Povetkin. This may retire him. We don't know, man. This shit, can be a lot more serious. But just, I'm just going off what Eddie Hearn was saying. He's saying the target rescheduled date is January 30th, but we will see, man. Yeah, blood, but for COVID, I'm gonna change the title, bro. But I was trying to make this video quick as very quick, man, because I was literally looking at Povetkin and White right now. I got it on pause now because I seen the shit on Instagram. But I'm sitting here listening to Trap House. I got White Povetkin playing with the volume off, and I'm reading Instagram. I'm all about boxing. For the next about 10 minutes here, I get it with the kids, man, to start this distance learning stuff with my kids. But just get my boxing in before I do the distance learning with the kids, man, and seen this news that he tested positive for COVID, man. So, hey, blood, I'm about 15, 20 minutes into that Salvador Sanchez, man. You made a 3 hour joint. You know what I mean? So I'm about 15 to 17 minutes in, man. So I'm gonna definitely keep watching that, you know what I'm saying, until I complete it, man. But blood is doing his thing with these documentaries, man. So shouts out to you and all your hard work, bro. Ancestral Rage, what's up, man? James says this is a random, but I like Jared Anderson. Yeah, man, the new big baby, bro. he did his thing against who was that cat he fought? Luis Eduardo over the weekend. Bro looked like he was just hitting a punching bag. Literally, I mean, he could have closed his eyes and landed shots on that dude. And that dude went to straight high guard in fear mode. And once I saw him go to high guard and like, you put your guards up, you kind of tense up to embrace the shots. Once I saw that, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be super easy. But with that said though, I do like the way that Jared Anderson, even though it was an easy fight, I like the way that he was working his combinations and he was always going back to the body. You know what I mean? He wasn't just strictly head hunting. He'll go right back down to that body and sap some of that, sap them ribs up. So I do like the way that he works his body shots. He stayed calm because sometimes you see guys get overzealous, just go crazy and wild trying to get stoppages against opponents like that. But he stayed pretty much composed, and he was putting a mixtape on that dude. Man, I'm glad the ref stepped in and stopped that because that was just a beat down. And hopefully he starts to move up to the Jonathan Rice, the Camille Sokolowskis, something like that. One of them type of journeymen that are tough. Jamal Anderson, or I'm sorry, Jamal Woods, not Jamal Woods, or somebody of that nature, man. And then after that, I like to see him, like a Joey DeWeco, something like that as he works his way up. You know what I mean? To get to that 14, 15 and 0 type of thing. And the way they're doing these prospects now, man, you see guys like Joe Joyce and Philippe Herkovic and the Junior Fives and all these guys, right? Where they're 14, 15 and 0, and these sanctioning bodies are giving them rankings. So I expect Jared Anderson to follow that same line, get him a ranking like Otto Wallen and all these other dudes. And it's before Wallen fought Fury, but that 16, 17 and 0, 15 and 0 range, and then get him in there and get him fighting some of these guys. And I see that Hearn, like I said, with the Matchroom card, he has Zhili Zhang fighting on it and Philippe Herkovic. Shit, man, we ain't got to look too far. Why not pair Zhili Zhang up with Philippe Herkovic in the next fight? You know what I mean? Let's stop savoring all these fights, especially if you're a promoter and you got these guys under the same banner. I know some of these promoters, they want all their heavyweights to have a title, but look, there can only be one. There's no friends at the heavyweight division, man. There's no tag teams. There's no promotional body. There's no promotion tag teams. You know what I mean? Zhili Zhang should want to fight Philippe Herkovic and vice versa. You know what I mean? Uh, Shit, he paired Parker and not Parker, but Dillian Whyte and AJ early. You know what I mean? So start pairing some of these other heavyweights, man. You know what I mean? I like when promoters do that when they try to pair their guys against each other. There can only be one leader of the house. I don't like all this. Sometimes they'll do that with certain guys in certain weight classes. They'll try to hold out and make all their welterweights change. You know what I mean? I hate that shit, man. Nah, Brown on boxing. I'm gonna change the title, man, when I get off of here. But he tested positive for COVID, so the second fight, Eddie Hearn says gonna the target date of the reschedule is gonna be January 30th. Let me see. Trap says, "Am I writing off Booker, um, Rydell?" What I'll say is this, man. We know that Rydell did. All right, we know Rydell did what 14 years, man, in prison. He was out the ring from what 2004 to 2018. You know what I mean? He came back. He's picked up some victories. I think he's fought like 7 or 8 times in the last 2 years. He fought Pulev, went the distance with Pulev. Shit, stole a round or two in that fight, and then he went the distance with Jermaine Franklin, which was another fight that he stole a round or two. So he's definitely durable. But I think Philippe Herkovic, man, is just his. I think it's gonna be too much for Rydell. Even though Rydell's a tough dude, though, man. I think it'd be impressive if Herkovic can get the stoppage and get Rydell out of there. I know he's an Asian fighter, but shit, man, Pulev and those other guys. You know how boxing is, man. You're always compared. You know how they do. Well, so and so could knock him out, but you were able to, and that's going to add to his stock. It's just that's been in boxing for forever. So I think I that writing them off, I guess, you know what I'm saying? Because I think Philippe Herbert's going to take care of business that night, man. But if it goes to decision, I wouldn't be surprised if he makes Herkovic work or Herkovic says, "Damn, I can't get him out of here. Let me just stick to my jab and 1-2 and just score it and just get the victory and worry about looking superb next time." I could definitely see that happening. You know what I mean? Because Rydell could be negative offensively and just put up high guard and defense and just slip shots all night and make you work just to try to get him out of there. Brown Boxer says, okay, even better. So Dillian got knocked out by a 42-year-old not on PEDs. Let me see here, man, because I got to jump off here, y'all. Let me just read a couple more. Dropout says, he says, I think it's a bad matchup for Booker personally. Let me see. Gagor says, Prograis put a tweet out earlier saying he tested positive a month before his fight, but kept it quiet. He deleted the tweet now, though. Yeah, but Gregoria, this shit is just different for everybody, man. I know Prograis is a younger cat. Uh, Povetkin is, not that he's old, because shit, I'm going to be 40 in a couple days here, but Povetkin's like, what, 41? You just don't know how this disease affects people on a personal basis, you know what I mean? Case by case. So, wish all the well for him. I don't want to see nobody die from this shit. It's just not that important, man. Xavier, the boxing nurse, says, you've got some repeat offenders when test positive is an immediate conclusion of PEDS rather than the virus. Yeah, just like if I were to put Jarrell Miller tested positive, that was the title, people just automatically assume that I mean that for PEDs. Let me see. Stormy says he's about 30 minutes into the Sanchez doc. Yeah, man, blood does its thing with them damn docs, man. Probably can put them bitches on I don't know, put them bitches up for sale somewhere, man. And sometimes I wonder, like, what do the families like? Some of these guys that he does these docs on, like, what do especially some of the guys that are viewed as like obscure, like, what do some of the families think of these documentaries if they watch them? Especially if one of these guys are, gone and they're deceased, and ESPN and HBO and Showtime or whatever company didn't do a docu on said fighter, but when Blood does them, I wonder if their family members watch them, man. M Stacks 85, yeah, bro, it's for COVID though, bro. It's not for PEDs. He tested positive for COVID. And Stormy, I saw your message last night, man, in the chat. I didn't get to it though. You're asking me what I thought about you and Kurt Anderson doing the Ali Foreman, um, just going back over the Ali Foreman fight. I thought that was excellent, man. You see me in the comment section, bro. I was in there like a motherfucker, man, going back and forth with y'all. So I love them throwback fights, and I have quite a few on my channel, man. Where I used to, but not as long as you and Kurt did it, man. I just did like a little brief, post fight, 7 8 minutes, little videos over old fights, the Patterson and a couple Patterson fights, few fights I got, man. Old school fight reaction vids too. Mercer and Tim Witherspoon. Shit, I got a lot of them, man. Legend J says source Eddie Hearns via Eddie Hearns Instagram. Povetkin tested positive for COVID, bro. You go to it. He literally put it up about. I've been on for about 19 minutes, so he literally put it up about 25 minutes ago. Because when I seen the post, it was like he put it up 6 minutes. When I seen it, had been up for 6 minutes. So yeah, Legend J, go to Eddie Hearn's official Instagram. It's right there. COVID-19, Povetkin tested for. Oh, for real blood. Okay, I was wondering. I was like, man, this is a lot of. First of all, the shit looks very time consuming. I already know blood got the boxing. I ain't worried about the boxing knowledge part, but just the time and the effort putting into it. You know what I mean? I always wondered to myself, like, damn, I wonder if the families be coming back watching these joints. Because, bro, I did something that's not even remotely close to the work you do, where I did, as far as those documentaries, where I did a video talking about one of my favorite, like, under the radar type of fighters back in the day, and it was Kevin Pompey. I used to love watching me some the welterweight Kevin Pompey on back in the day on the USA Network. Remember they'll have the Tuesday night fights at the Blue Horizon and Philly and all that type of shit. And I used to love me some Kevin. He was like the welterweight Evander Holyfield to me, just the way he fought. He would always come in shape. He wouldn't always win, right? But he'll always be fighting for USBA titles and all that. And I used to love me some Kevin. I don't know why. It's just when he came on, I love me some Kevin Pompey. You know what I'm saying? And so I made that video, right? And his family members came. I was like, damn. So, I thought that was cool, man. So it always made me wonder about your docus. Yeah, got award, tested positive for COVID, bro. Not juicing, COVID. Hey, Blood, how long did it take you to make that 3 hour joint though, man? Like, that man, I said it's like 3 hours. LeBron did a double take. I'm like, damn, this says 30 minutes? No, 3 hours. Like, whoo, shit. And I'm glad to be a part of your series, man. I did I forgot what year we did. Was it 81? I think I did with you and a few other cats on there. Kurt was on there and a few other cats. I think Fanon was on that one. Yeah, I think it was me, you, Fanon, and Kurt. I forgot what I got it saved in my save list on my YouTube page. So I'm glad to be a part of your series, man. Shit. Was Trap House on there? I think Trap was on there. I forgot. Blood is retro boxings and documentaries. Rob Plant, because Rob Plant changed his name to Mr. Man MC. Yeah, that's Blood, man. Ooh, shit. He says I worked on it for 30 minutes a day, man. That's time consuming, bro. Shout out to you though, man, for all your hard work. Blood, you should have put them. Not to tell you how to run your shit, man, but bro, I think a good idea could have been probably you premiering the motherfucker in halves, bro. I know it's not about the bread to you, man, but I would have definitely donated, bro. If I seen that up and watched out, because I donate to people for less just to show support. So, blood, man, we probably want to, so people out there probably want to support you too, bro. Not just by watching, but you know what I mean. Um, give you the support, with a few dollars, man. Not just the likes and the views, but it's already up now, man. But I thought a good idea would have probably been to premiere it in halves, But it's up now, though, man. And I know you're not here for the bread, anyways, but Branula says Whyte can always fight Luis Ortiz. Yeah, Luis Ortiz is fighting this weekend though. Um, on the card with Frank Sanchez and Carlos Negron and Michael Coffey, all them other heavyweights. But yeah, be easy. What's good, man? Oh, they won't let you get your bread blood. Damn. YouTube does a lot of weird stuff, man. Like I know it was like 4 days in a row, bro. It just wouldn't let me go live. I'll try to click the live button, it just wouldn't let me go. Sometimes my alerts don't go out. Sometimes I'll have 150 people in the damn chat. Sometimes I'll have 15 people. It's like, damn, like why is it so flip floppy? Like, so it let me know that my alerts don't go out, man, because that doesn't make sense. I have, and I know sometimes it depends on the topics where people show up, but the disparity is just overwhelming sometimes. Where it just let me know that they're not sending out my alerts, man. In blood, hey, Mr. Man MC, he has two different channels, man. If you type in blood boxing in the search, both of his different channels will pop up. One has all the docus, and another one is just him talking about current. But if you go to the retros box documentary, I think that's one with the actual docus. All right, y'all. Got to start this distance learning with these kids, man. So y'all be easy. Just want to get that out there to y'all, man. I know some of y'all pissed off about this fight having to be rescheduled, but yeah, Povetkin test positive for COVID, man. Appreciate y'all showing up to this unexpected live, but just want to get it out there to y'all, man. Y'all be easy and gone.